Put Megalovania on again. Shut the fuck up. That's timeout worthy. I swear to fucking god. Megalovania when Sinnoh Route 209 is playing. Do you know who I am? An unrepentant Sinnoh stan that still hasn't bought the Sinnoh games yet. I don't need to give Nintendo my fucking money. They can wait. Am I still gonna play it? Yeah. Because they have me by a death grip in terms of childhood nostalgia. That's what fucking sucks. Hold on, I'm having a revelation right now. You know how we always shit on like Disney adults and how fucking cringe they are? Are we, Nintendo adults, paying for the same $60 game every 2 years, not the same problem? Granted, Nintendo like actually makes quality games, but like their remakes and what they pulled with the Mario 3D All-Stars a couple years back, complete, unrepentant cash grab. And we all bought into it for the sake of nostalgia. I did, at least. I purchased physical and digital copies. I own the physical too. Yeah, Sunshine is one of my favorite games of all time. I needed to make sure I would always have access to it. Granted, I could always just play it on Dolphin. So no, we don't make our whole personality out of Nintendo products. That's fair. That's fair. We play other games and we're not, like, obsessed. But I have met Nintendo heads. I've met people who, like, legit stan the company. And I feel like Nintendo is a big enough company that they might be as prevalent as, Disney adults. I see Brad's in the chat. He's too small for me to read on the preview, but I'm sure he's saying something fucking stupid. I don't know why they chose 64 Nintendo. Should have been 60 since they never change price. True. True. Took a second to register for me, but true. I feel like Pokemon's a different beast since Nintendo only owns 1/3 of the Pokemon company. True. Did you guys know Gamefreak is like woefully understaffed too? And they have to like pump out games every 2 years? I'm sure they would make much better content that like isn't as repetitive if they were actually given the resources they need for the popularity of a franchise like Pokemon. But Nintendo knows that people will buy Pokemon regardless for the nostalgia factor. So they don't bother to improve the product. A lot of the blame that we can place on video games, the vast majority of it should go on investors. But like even with like a CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077, the vast majority, I'd say all of the blame, does not lie on the dev team. It's entirely on investors. Because they're completely out of touch with what consumers are looking for and they don't care to learn. Because they don't need to. Because people will just buy it anyway, right? And then they didn't. How much did Cyberpunk end up selling anyway? Cyberpunk 2077 sold 13.7 million copies. How does that compare to their other games? It was the video game industry's biggest flop of 2020. See, I read 13 million and I go, wow, that's a lot, but that's still a flop. I've heard about the Pokemon industry being bigger than Star Wars and something else. Lego? Disney? I don't know, 5 times in the past month. I believe it. Brand adults in general are fucking weird. Very true. Like I said, if you genuinely just like love Nintendo games and you play a shit ton of Nintendo games, you are not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who make the fucking brand, like the actual brand, their personality. Can't believe Twitch unbanned Aya after my numerous complaints. I was right, he did say some stupid shit. Harry Potter, true, I forgot about Harry Potter adults. The holy trifecta. Because Game Freak want to keep the dev team small, it's mostly a case of investors wanting a very strict schedule to have new Pokemon out to sell merch. Keep in mind, Pokemon makes most of its money from merch, not games. That's really interesting. So the games are sort of an advertisement for the anime and the merch. That's why you don't purchase the games and play Pokemon Showdown, then spend that money you saved on new monitors where you punch your fist through them. Thanks, Ella.